Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, hi, thanks for stopping by. If you're returning, thank you. My name is Tony. I am Tony the Makeup Lover. On this channel, we create chaos and creativity. A lot of times, more chaos than anything. As you can see, today I'm rocking my pink. Today is the day that I lost my mom to breast cancer. So I'm honoring her with pink. It's breast cancer month, and she happened to have died during breast cancer month from breast cancer. Take off my glasses. I'm also, because I need those for distance, I'm also rocking this pink coffee creamer in my coffee today. And it is actually pink. See the lid? It's pink. And if that is something that you're interested in, grab your coffee. I have mine in my purse cup as per usual. It should have been pink too, but it matches my room, so you know what I'm saying. Sit back and relax, and we're going to get started. Today's palette that we are using, I'm using Glamlite. I'm using this Strawberry Shortcake palette because it has quite a few pink colors in it. It's pink and green really, but it has some pinks in it, so I'm using it. And then this is also from Glamlite. It is their Red Velvet Cupcake palette. It's a little oven. Opens like this. Then the palette has these little sprinkly things in there. And this is the color story for it. Alrighty then. Let's see what we can tear up today. Because I'm always tearing something up. So I'm going to start with, my eyes have already been primed. I primed them today as well with this Glamlite icing eyeshadow primer. It is in the color Buttercream. I know they don't have Buttercream anymore on the site. The last time I checked, they did have Hazelnut. I don't know if they still have it either, but bought this from Glamlite. They're still tacky because I didn't set it. So let me get a brush. Take this little plastic cover out. Oh, by the way, this palette doesn't have names, so I'm just going to point to the color that I'm using when I get to it. But as for the Red Velvet palette, I don't know why they named this Red Velvet. It's mostly pink. But at any rate, so I'm going to start with this Sweet Cravings color, which is kind of this brown color right here. I'm going to start with that. And I'm using a Give Me Glow brush in the number G616. I'm just tapping this on because I don't want this to be a dark shade, but I want to set that primer. If you hear that tapping noise, I'm tapping off my brush as I go so I don't get fallout down here. I mean, it's makeup, it washes off, but if I don't have to do double work, I'm trying not to. Okay, now let me do some. If y'all notice, most of my palettes be clean. I don't like a dirty palette. Let's go on your face. And they breed bacteria if you don't keep them clean. To clean them, you spray them with alcohol, leave it open for the night, let it dry, and that's how you sanitize the palette. It's not going to harm the product as long as you don't just put a whole bottle in there. Just spray it and let it, put a paper towel over it, press it down a little bit, just let it sit. That's also how you press a shadow back in. If a shadow breaks, if it's a shimmy, and it breaks, you can pour alcohol in it and then press that color back down with a paper towel, and that will set it back in place. Alrighty, the next color I'm going to go into is going to be this color right here, and the shade name is Cupcake Heaven. I'm using the same brush that I used previously. One step down from the other one where I was. Again, I'm patting it into place where I want it because my eye is still tacky, and this will help hold the shadow, and it's not going to move from where I put it. Oh, my coffee's still smoking. Let me get a sip of it. I mean, it's still good and hot. Okay, now I'm going to do circular motions to mesh this into the skin. I don't like to do windshield wiper all the time because sometimes that will take the color back off. So if you do these little circular motions, basically you're just blending it in. Try to get them even as possible, but you know, the way your eyes are set up, they're not exactly the same, even though you got two of them. And your face could be not centered right. I mean, it's centered right as far as what God gave you, but it's not perfect. Let me put it that way. Because when you look at all of us, we are all imperfect people. Even though some people think they are perfect, but there's no perfect person. Okay, done with that color. Now let's see, what am I going to use next? Okay, I'm going to go into the Strawberry Shortcake palette, and I'm going to use this color. Again, it has no shade name, so it's just pink. Bright pink at that. I'm going to add a little bit of this to the outer corner. Of course, you know I'm going to darken it up some more too. Now this I am doing back and forth because actually I'm kind of flicking it, but so I'm just flicking it over. But I'm coming over the top of this with another color too. I don't know which one yet, but I'm going to come over the top of it with another color. Like I always tell you, I never know what I'm going to do until I sit down and start doing it. I just look at the palettes. It has a color that's coordinated with what I want, and that's the palette I pull out for the day. Okay, does this have? None of these really have a dark burgundy, dark pink. Okay, I guess I'm going to use this one then. I'm going to use this shade. See if I can get that outer corner. I just dug my fingernail into that. See if I can get, see? Oh. It's kind of a rosy pink. Let's see what it does. Ooh. Yeah, that brought some drama. Wipe off this brush a little bit and get some of that first pink that I use, that Cupcake Heaven. Now let me blend the top of this back out again. I see I have this tape here. It creates a sharp line right there because that's how I like to do my eyeshadow. It works for me. May not work for you depending on your eye shape. But I'm already clumsy and I don't need eyeshadow way out here. And I'm not trying to clean up that little spot more than I have to, so that tape keeps it in place. I am good in pink today, but that's what I wanted. So let me put some of this glitter primer on, and then I'm going to start the shimmies. This is a fairly monochromatic, easy look. Using my Jcat All About That base primer. Which is almost empty. I'm going to use a brush today to put these shimmies on because, yeah, I'm going to use a brush. Let me set this down. Baby white. Okay, now let's see what. Let me get a brush so then we can decide what shimmy we're going to use. I'm going to use this brush here. This is a BH Cosmetics small packer brush. See, it has a little point and it's kind of flat. Okay, first pink color that I'm going to use is going to be this one. Okay, act like you don't want to act right with this brush. Using my Milani Make It Last spray to spray it. All right, shimmy, I need you to shimmy like I know you can. Stop playing. I'm trying to keep it right there at that little crease line. But you know, when my eyes open, sometimes it goes up there. Because I have a deep crease right there. Today is Friday Eve. Yes. 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 That's not giving the way that I want it to give. I guess I am going to have to use my finger. See the difference that makes using your finger? Craziness, huh? Look at the difference between the two. I know some people don't like to get their fingers dirty. I mean, that's your own preference, but I don't mind it because I keep a box of baby wipes just for that. Okay, let's see what other kind of goodness we can get into. Put this over here. I think I'm going to now go into, that's more purple than pink. I'm going to go into this little pink color right here. We'll see what it does. And the name of it is Baked Goodies. Looks like that. Let's see. Okay, you can see the difference between them. That's the only thing I worry about when I'm doing a monochromatic look, if the colors are too similar. But you can kind of distinguish between the two. Well, it's a little bit darker. Why am I wiping off? Yeah, I'm going to wipe off my finger because I'm going into a different shade. Next shade I'm going to go into is this pink. Evidently I like this one because it got a big dent in it. It's brighter. Has some brightness to it right there. I'm using one more shimmer, but I am going to try to pick this one up with the brush. It has a goldy pink reflex, and that's the one that's right here in this. It's a duochrome. It's this color. It shifts gold and pink, and that name is Cream Cheese. So I'm saying I'm going to use this brush. It's kind of flaky. But then again, this palette is old. But it is working. See, that fold in my eye gets me every time. I kid you not. Because it don't fold even. So that makes me have to take the shadow up higher than I actually wanted it to make it not look so wonky looking. But it is what it is. It's really prominent on this eye, not as much on this eye. So I told you, they're not equal, they're not twins. It's actually a pretty color. And it brings some brightness back in. And it brings a little bit of gold, which is also, see the little gold specks in this top. I like those colors. I'm pink. The Pink Panther for real. I'm good in pink. I'm going to bring some of that other pink back in where I placed all that gold. I forgot which one I used. I'm just going to pile some on. How about that? Okay, that was the one that I dug in. Let me use that one. These still feel kind of creamy, even though they're old. Glamlite has a very good formula. Very good formula. Okay, and I'm bringing this other darker pink back in. Out of the Strawberry Shortcake palette, bottom row. Okay, I'm getting ready to remove. No, I'm not. Hold on a second. Let me fix that top part. Let me get, this brush is too big. Let me get a smaller brush. See how tiny that is. This is a Give Me Glow 1012. Going back into that very first shade, that kind of taupey pink, I don't know what to call it, that's called Sweet Cravings. Yeah, don't come from my eyebrows. Again, I keep telling you I'm trying to let them grow out. Where once I took some wax and I waxed it too high. And I ended up making them skinny. So now they need to grow back out. There's another pink in here. I'm going to get some of that and put it up there too. No, that's purple. Let me leave it alone before I mess it up. How about that? I am going to remove this tape so that you can see what I'm talking about with the lines. Oh, if you use tape, I can't think of it now. See how it makes that line sharp? But if you use tape, I just use regular Scotch tape because it's 2 for $1 at the Dollar Tree. Well, for $1.25 they went up. But if you use Scotch tape, take it before you put it on your face and hit it on your hand a couple of times to try to get some of the stickiness off so it doesn't pull your skin. And then you can always take your baby wipe and clean up under here. So that's how you keep the edges sharp. I'm going to pop off camera, do the rest of my face, and I'll be back. And I'm back. Is this the whole vibe? All of my pink. Let me take these off so I can see because I need them for driving. Long distance vision. And I made a little breast cancer symbol with, and I'm going to have them all over the floor. I did have them all over the floor, so I'm going to be picking these up forever and ever and ever because I did drop some. So that was today's chaos. I bought these in these little, see how little they are? And I had to put them on one by one. Got these off of Amazon, the Grown People Ice Cream Trip. And the rest of my face. So, overall face primer is Essence Jelly Grit Primer. Foundation is CoverGirl Healthy Elixir in the color Golden Tan. I did spray my eye with this other Milani Make It Last Dewy Spray. Don't put this over your whole face unless you want your face to be greasy, because that's what this is going to do. Then I set it with the other Milani Make It Last spray. If I was going outside, I would have used my One Size On Till Dawn finishing spray. It helps in humidity. I did not use a concealer. I used this Tear foundation under eye, which is really light. It's in the color in the color Pecan. I bought it for foundation. It was too light. Bought the wrong color. Under eye color corrector is Hard Candy. Contour stick is Juvias Place in the color Namibia. Black eyeliner is Makeup Revolution, just your basic eyeliner given to me in PR. Lip gloss is CoverGirl Kitty Cat Lip Gloss. And it's bright pink. After I lined it with my Colourpop brown pencil. Then mascara is One Size Fantasize mascara. It came as a free gift when I got my spray. The jewels are holding on with a eyelash adhesive, and that is Kiss Strip Lash. It goes on like a blue color, but then it dries clear. The rest of my face. In the inner corner, I use this highlighter from Jcat Beauty. It is, what is this called? Galaxia Glow. So it's a, let me put it on my finger and show you. See? And it's real creamy. So most of the time I don't use it on my cheek because it's kind of hard to blend out, but I do use it on inner corner, and there were 4 of them. I have 4 different colors. For highlighter today, I used Fenty Beauty. This pink highlighter. It is in Rose Rave. That's the color. For blush, I use Glamlite Betty Boop. I use the darker shade pink. That's what I used. Put this back in the box before I drop it and break it, because y'all already know it's something that can be torn up. I'm the girl for the job. Again, eyeshadow is Glamlite Red Velvet Cupcake. Look at the back. Isn't that cute? They give you the nutrition facts. And the cupcake has these little things that move inside of them, little sprinkles. And again, that's the color story. And strawberry shortcake. Again, that's the color story. The glasses are from Zulu. Bought them myself. Again, all of this I bought myself basically, except for this. I think that was it. And the eyeshadow primer is Glamlite Icing in Blue Cream. And the glitter primer is Jcat Glitter Primer, all about that base. And they have restocked it on their site. So if you are looking for it, they had it the other day. Which, I mean, I need to get me some more because the little tube is almost empty. I have to close my eyeshadow up in the drawer. Got my eyeshadow and my blush. And this is my look. The breast cancer is for my mom, my sister, who is still battling it, my aunt, which is my mom's sister, who also passed away from breast cancer. So it runs deep in my family. Make sure, ladies, that you do, and gents, because guys can get breast cancer too, whether you know it or not. So make sure you keep up with your exams. And I guess that's all I'm going to say about that before I start crying. It has been 26 years, so it's not quite as bad as it used to be with me on this day. So I try to honor her or honor them and do something in remembrance of them. So today, my look is pink. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. But I would appreciate if you would hit the like and the subscribe button and the little bell for a notification for the next time that I do a video. Until next time, be blessed and have a great day. Toodles.